There's 4 answers distilled from a bunch. I think the 4 most important are: number 1, Java-based, executing on the JVM. We're an old school Java shop. Java was developed by a Calgarian, so that's another aside. Number 2 would be permission. Permission ledger is key to us. We do not want to move all the data everywhere. We deal with a lot of data. Number 3 would be the ecosystem, which is of course becoming more of a compelling reason on a daily basis. But we've been, through our relationship with R3, been introduced to some very cool opportunities, including the Amazon opportunity. And number 4 would be R3 itself. It's been a great collaboration. Never been as supported. I've worked for and with Sun and Oracle. I did a bit with Apple and IBM. I've never been as supported or feel as home as we do with R3. So Royalty Ledger, we built a royalty business practice for the last few years, effecting entitlements for people who don't necessarily get paid fully on their contracts. In oil and gas, it's been estimated that about 13 to 15% of the contracts are never fully executed. So that means that rights holders, either mineral rights holders, so that's subsurface, and surface rights holders, aren't being paid for their entitlements. And that only really helps the operating companies, but they need to pay the bills. So there's an increasing amount of royalty aggregates, which are companies that have aggregated a lot of mineral interests, and they need to execute against. DLT gives us a really good opportunity to share the facts before we transact. So we also see a democratization happening where this tool set is now available to private freeholders, to First Nations, to people who have traditionally not gotten their full pay from the operators. And the operators like it because they reduce their disputes, they reduce their amount of lawyers that are involved, they reduce the amount of administrative rework that's involved. So it's a win-win-win for everybody if we can actually ensure that what the royalty payer, the royalty holder, and any other rights holders see is the same data. So we've created a network. Royalty Ledger in February was our first proof of concept. It led to a pilot network, and now we're in a network of counterparties called EBX, the Energy Block Exchange. And we're building that out with R3 and AWS. And the intent is to start transacting more types of contracts. So of course, R3 and Corda's great ability to share the facts, to put them on ledger, to consensualize, and to have state flows or smart contract flows gives us the ability to actually transact multiple contract types. So we're moving from royalties into divisions of interest, into working interests, and now we're going to start solving volume measurement and processing of contracts. I think the team that you've built is world-class in so many ways. I think you've been able to do either by luck or good hiring. You've built some really senior technical talent. And as I said before, just the passionate dedication of the marketing folks, the communication folks, the willingness to truly collaborate. And I guess the fact that we're all sort of making this industry from straw and hay, from just rising it up from the roots, has been really compelling. And it was technology that led us to Corda. It's technology why we stay there. Every time that R3 does a release, we're one of the first guys to run it. We made history with R3 on a build that we had downloaded the night before. That's how much confidence we have in the tools. That's not true of the other platforms, which are very mature. So I think it's a variety of technical reasons which will keep us there, but the really smooth ride that the business organization, marketing, and communication teams have given us as well. We're clearly believers in through the drapes, but watching other people come to that realization is not only validating from our decision-making process, but also a key indicator and a key validator that we're part of a good movement.